alert, season 2 might get a little Murray Povich with a little another planet.
Y'all can't be using future episodes. We're not doing that. It's only one season now. Did he do it? Hey everybody, my name is Sharronda Willams, and this is Group Chat. Today we have some superhero fans with us who are ready to dissect some memorable scenes and answer some tough questions. First off, we have comedian Nate. Hi, Nate.
Hello, how's it going?
We also have entertainment journalist, TV, and film critic KB.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Lastly, we have comic book writer and pop culture critic Stephanie.
Hey, y'all.
Okay, it's time to dive into The Boys first. What did you think of the show? And if you read the comics, what do you think about them?
I definitely prefer the show over the comics just because the show avoids a lot of some of the missteps that the comic takes. Just extra racism, extra sexism, all the isms are present in the comic times 9,000. Like if Vegeta had his little scanner on, it would break.
It's very scary and like kind of just how real it is and like how it's all kind of corporatized and everything. And there's like this like conglomerate that's just like controls all these superheroes and everything. And it's just, I feel like there's like a lot of reality in that. And it's a pretty terrifying reality.
It's kind of fun to see a superhero series where technically you're kind of like, who are the good guys? We don't know.
Yeah.
So next we'll be moving on to Invincible. And Steph, we'll start with you. Did you read the comics? And what did you think of the show?
So, yes, I read the comics. I think I got all the way up to maybe the 8th or 9th volume because there's a lot of books, y'all. But I love the show. I loved it. Like I was not expecting that to be such a great comic book adaptation, but that first season they knocked it out the park.
Invincible is fantastic. I mean, this first season was incredible. They knocked it out of the park. Everything from the animation, the voice acting, the performances, stellar. I loved everything about season 1, and I absolutely cannot wait for seasons 2 and 3, even though, they probably won't come out until like 2023 or beyond.
Now let's get into some comic book hypotheticals, starting with which universe would you want to live in and why? Invincible or The Boys?
Yikes, that's really hard because I kind of feel like we are living in the Boys universe. I feel like a lot of the things that are happening and the things that they tackle on the show, the themes of racism, sexism, social injustice and everything that's happening in The Boys, I feel like is very closely mirrored to real life. So I guess by default, I would want to live in that universe because I guess I already am. So challenging question for sure.
Nate, how about you?
Man, that's a really tough one. We gotta think about that a little bit. Because on one hand, you have this Viltrumite guy who's pretty much a Nazi and trying to just like enslave the human race. And then on the other hand, you have Homelander and Stormfront, who is a literal Nazi, and they're also trying to kind of enslave the human race. So, I don't know, a lot of parallels there that make it kind of hard to decide which one, but I guess maybe at the end of the day, I'd rather go with the Boys universe.
So I'm just going to be the odd woman out because I think I would rather live in the Invincible universe, and this is only because although Mark takes as many L's as he does, the way that he continues to stand up to his father as he is getting his behind beat is very reminiscent of what some folks need to do with their family members. So he repeatedly is like, no, I'm here to protect them and I'm just not gonna let you hurt them. So for that reason alone, hopefully Mark can like train with, I don't know, like Michael B. Jordan and Creed or something like that, but he needs to figure it out.
All right, so next, I need the deets on this one. What scene from either Invincible or The Boys left you the most shook?
I know, right out the gate. So it's gonna have to be The Boys episode 1 when Huey's girlfriend gets hit by a train. Like I don't know, like I just wasn't expecting that because I didn't read the comics until after watching the series. So I just didn't know that was gonna happen. And it caught me off guard. But you know what? I continued to watch because I was like, oh, so this is what we're doing. Fine. I am locked and loaded for the rest of the season.
That one was definitely like, huh? It was super traumatic, and also it happened so quickly that I was like, wait. I paused the TV and was like, hold on. I don't think I understand what happened. So I had to rewind and be like, let me watch this again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, it would be in the last episode of Invincible, so spoiler alert if you haven't seen it yet, but there's the scene where Mark is fighting his dad, and they go down to the subway, and Omni-Man grabs Mark and is like holding him while this like subway just like runs through them, and Mark can't do anything to stop it, and like his hands like trying to stop it are just like crushing people's skulls, and he's just like murders like an entire subway full of people. And that I'm still thinking about that like 5 days later, just like holy shit, like he killed so many people just in that one moment, and like Mark is just covered in like innocent blood afterwards, and like his face is just like he's so traumatized because there was just nothing he could do to help these people that he genuinely wanted to help.
All right, so it's time to duke it out between Omni-Man and Homelander. Who are you picking to win a fight between the two? So Steph, we're gonna start with you.
I'm gonna have to go with Omni-Man because, okay, where do I start? Did you watch the first episode from the first season? He completely dismantled the Guardians of the Globe like it was nothing. He took Reebok Batman and smashed them. No problem. And he just messed everyone up. I mean, what is Homelander gonna do? Cry for some breast milk? I don't see it happening. Omni-Man went into another planet and just destroyed their planet for the hell of it. He dropped. Not only is he super powerful, but he's super petty. Like he took the little boulder and just like dropped it and smiled and winked and then left. He destroyed, what was it, $14 billion worth of tech with just not a scratch on them or anything. Like everyone was scared. And the new Guardians of the Globe, you know, they had enough sense. They said that, you know, we can't slow anything down, but we can go try to recover these people that are stuck underneath this rubble. But no one came to help Mark. Not a soul. So, I mean, people do try to stand up to Homelander in some kind of way, but no one's trying to really. Only person that was trying to stand up to Omni-Man was, well, Abraham Lincoln for the third time when he died, and then and then poor Mark. So I don't know, like Omni-Man is winning that for me.
I cannot see. I don't know. I feel like Homelander. I don't know how to say this because Homelander is clearly psychotic, like we get that, but I feel like this season he got a little soft when he found out he had a son, and not saying that he actually cared about the son's intentions, but he still held a lot back, I feel like, because of this son. Remember, the son got anxiety and he protected him. I was like, oh, look at Homelander, you know, turning the leaf. Meanwhile, you have Omni-Man over here taking his son through a literal subway and murdering innocent people, like, and I'll kill you too, Mark, it's whatever. So I feel like, you know, if Omni-Man is just like, I will murder my offspring, that's a different level. Like, I'm willing to sacrifice Mark for my personal agenda. Then I don't know. I can't see how Homelander is going to win, since, you know, like, Omni-Man is out here just like, it's whatever. Like, I do what I want, it's whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, Homelander also could get his hands on as much Compound V as he wanted to, and he could just roid up like crazy, you know what I mean? Mix it in, make a little breast milk cocktail, and just shoot it and just go off, you know? And he's got laser eyes, so he can, I don't know, I mean, like, I feel like that might give him an edge on Omni-Man, because as far as I know, Omni-Man can't shoot lasers out of his eyes.
Now that we have talked about both shows, what I want to know is, what is the future that you want to see for Invincible and The Boys?
So for The Boys, I think I want them to introduce the G-Men, who are like the very, very terrible version of the X-Men. I'm just curious as to like how that will translate on screen, because that is also a whole thing in the comics. It gets insanely weird. And then for Invincible, I want Nolan's other son to come into play if they end up doing that, because I want to see some all in the family going on. I want to see a little mess. I want to see Debbie raising another woman's child, woman to woman. I don't think she comes to the other, hello Shirley, this is Barbara, can I talk to, they don't do any of that. But I don't know, maybe we can get that for season 2, but I want that to happen in the Invincible world.
I personally, as I always advocate for, is to see more of Mother's Milk and that storyline in The Boys. Also, I know that they are casting for the spinoff of the Superhero University, and that's what I'm most excited to see, because if it's anything like The Boys, it's gonna be bloody but crazier and on a college campus. Can't wait. So yes, shout out to that. And then Invincible, I would like to see Mark not get beat up as much, because man, Mark took all of the L's this season. Next season, I might need Mark to find some compound V. Maybe that's what needs to happen. I need Mark to find some compound V. Hopefully it'll give him some additional muscles, get some steroids or something and work out with Titan and try to survive a little bit longer. That's what I need from Invincible next season.
Yeah, from Invincible next season, I agree with Mark needing to step up his game a bit. A lot, not a bit. Hopefully, in episode 1, we'll get a little training montage and he's getting his ass kicked a bunch more, and then he's finally able to kick some ass. But and then for The Boys, I would be cool to see people all around the world getting their hands on Compound V and see how that would play out.
Well, once again, my name is Sharronda Willams, and I'm your host of Group Chat. I want to thank all of the panelists today for having the comic book discussion with us. Make sure you let us know in the comic book discussion, what's your favorite comic book? Do you love Invincible or The Boys? Which one is better? But make sure that you can check out both Invincible and The Boys on Prime Video. Talk to you soon.
Whoa, oh my god! I see the
See you later. We have to try everything.
Drink.
Hello.
This and tell me.
I don't care about the show. I just want a good blooper reel.
I want to learn science.
You guys are going to make me look like I'm in the show, right? You're going to put in the effects. Replace the green. I don't want to look like an asshole here.
Sorry.